Okay, talking about quadratic inequalities here on the 5F notes. We could solve them using a graph. We could solve them using a table or algebraically. I'm going to talk about doing it algebraically here because it's kind of interesting here how we can sort of do this. So I want to talk about how to solve this thing algebraically here. Okay, so we have this x squared minus 2x is greater than 15 algebraically. First thing we want to do is remove and change the greater than or equal to greater than or less than sign to an equal sign. So we're going to remove that thing there and replace it with an equal sign. Then we will set equal to 0. Really what we'll do is set equal to 0 and factor. Okay, so what we're going to do is if we have x squared minus 2x is greater than 15, let's make it x squared minus 2x equals 15. Right? And then we'll move the 15 over to set equal to 0. So we have x squared minus 2x minus 15 equals 0. Again, factoring this thing, two numbers that multiply to negative 15 and add to negative 2 should be negative 5, positive 3. So we get x minus 5 times x plus 3 equals 0. So what we get is we get x equals 5 and x equals negative 3. Okay, so those are our answers. X equals 5, x equals negative 3. Although they're not our final answers, they give us what we call critical x values. Okay, those are critical x values. Now, from those critical x values, we have 5 and negative 3. We're going to plug in a possible value. Okay, we're going to plug in a possible value that's less than our lowest critical x value, a value that's greater than the highest critical x value, and a possible value between them. Okay, so our answers are going to be critical x values that we get here. And we're going to sort of make a little number line and sort of see how to do this. Okay. Okay. I'm going to clear my screen, pause the video if you need to. All right. So our two answers were negative 3, 5. Right? Negative 3 and 5. Now, we want to guess, okay, and just guess a possible number in this area, possible number in this area, and a possible number in this area right here. Okay? So if we go back to our original equation, x squared minus 2x is greater than 15, algebraically, we want to see where this inequality lines up. Well, let's just take a number in this area here, less than negative 3. Let's just say negative 10. Right? So we plug it in. So we have negative 10 squared minus 2 times 10. Let's see if it's greater than 15. Right? So negative 10 times 2 is 100. 2 times 10 is 80. So 100 minus 80, check that. Negative 10 times negative 10 squared is 100. 2 times 10 is 20. 100 minus 20 is 80. So 80 is greater than 15. Okay. So since 80 is greater than 15, negative 10 fits this equation right there. So we can shade in this area of the graph. Okay. Because we just took a possible value that was less than negative 3, which is negative 10. It fit the equation when we plugged it in. And so now we open hole and shade this area in here. Okay. Next, we want to try to choose a possible number in between. Let's just take 0. Okay. So if we plug 0 in for x, so x squared, 0 squared, minus 2 times 0, greater than 15. Well, 0 squared is 0, minus 2 times 0 is 0. 0 greater than 15. Well, that doesn't work, which means we can't shade in this middle area here because we took a number that was in between negative 3 and 5, and it didn't fit. Let's choose a number over here, greater than 5. All right, so let's just say we choose 10. Let's not do 10. Let's do 7. 7. Let's do 7. So let's just say, we're choosing, and it can be any value greater than 5. Doesn't really matter. I'm just going to choose a different one. So let's say we have 7 squared minus 2 times 7 greater than 15. All right, that was our original equation, right? So 7 squared is 49. 2 times 7 is 14. 49 minus 14 is 35. 35 is greater than 15, so we could shade this part of the graph in as well. So our final answer on this thing, guys, is we're going to have x is less than negative 3 or x is greater than 5. So right there is the process. So, I encourage you guys to go back and look at these rules as you need to. If you need to work with somebody or ask myself a question to try to do these problems down here, go ahead and go for it. And if there's anything else, go ahead and let me know. And we have some graphs over here as well that we can sort of do, but we'll talk about those a little bit later, probably tomorrow. Thank you guys. Have a good day. Let me know if you need any help.